Hi guys, welcome back to SoilandMagaritas. I'm so glad that you're here. So today I'm going to start sunflowers for my garden. I'm about the time where these seeds need to be started so they can grow and get ready for when I am ready in the spring to get them out on the ground or in containers. So let me show you what I'm going to be using. The container that I'm going to be using is this. I actually purchased this from Grower Supplies, and this fits in a 10 by 20 tray. They have, these are the 288 cell plug. Basically what you see here is 288 spaces. So they are very, very tiny, and I am definitely not going to use all of this. So what I'm going to do is that I am just going to cut them to size. I already did the math on how many of each flowers I would like to get, and if I have extras I'll just give them to my mom or my sister-in-law. So we'll see how that goes, and let me show you what I'm going to be using for the soil mix. This is the seed starting mix that I'm going to be using for most of the things that I start from seed, basically. This worked for me last year, so this is what I'm going to be using today. And what I did already is that I got my seed starting mix with lots of water, not soaking wet. I just basically like to start with something that it's already semi-wet so that it's not just flying around as I mix it. So over here, I already did all of that. I basically grabbed one of this, I cut it to the size that I needed, and right over here is what I got. This container over here is just going to be for all of my Snapdragons. And the Snapdragons had already been in the fridge for 2 weeks because apparently it helps with the germination rates if they were in some sort of cold period before you start them. I heard people say that it doesn't, that they get the same results. Last year I put them in the fridge as well and they work for me great, so that's what I did this year basically. So that's for my Snapdragons. And over here I got a couple of things. Let me show you. This one is from Floret, and they come in this little, I don't know, container, plastic little thing. These are foxgloves from Floret. They're supposed to be a hybrid that flowers on the first year if you start them early, so that's what I'm going to try. I got two types of Dusty Miller. One is the silver dust. It's super cute. I really like the foliage of it. I'm gonna try it, never grown it before. And this other one that is probably my favorite, New Look. I have an idea of creating a border on one of my flower beds outside, so we'll see if they come out with me. And I have, somebody sent me this blue salvia, Victoria blue salvia. I cannot remember who it was. But if you sent me this, thank you. I can't remember. And it doesn't say on the package either. So maybe when you send people seeds, put your name on them somewhere on the package so they know. And also I have these Scarlet sage seeds. I have another type of salvia that I'm starting, but the package says that I'm supposed to start it 6 weeks before my last frost date. So today will be way early for those. But these two supposedly are, they do take time to grow, and that's what I'm starting today. And I have some seeds left over from last year from my Ornamental Kale. That was beautiful. It was gorgeous. What I didn't do last year early enough was taking them outside as soon as the ground was workable. Apparently they love the cold, so that's what I'm planning to do this year if they come back. Like I said, the seeds are already 1 year older, so wish me luck on that. And the only perennial that I'm starting, actually it's the only perennial that I am having here for my zone, is this Gaura. I don't know if you can see the picture. This is not the regular pink short variety of Gaura that you normally find at your local places, at least in my area. This is like the tall, white Gaura that I really like, and I haven't really found a local place where they have them already started. So I am going to start mine. I don't know if they'll come out. I don't know if I'll have any luck with this, but I'm just gonna try and see how they do. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I kind of already know how many rows per flowers I'm going to be doing. So I am just going to show you what I'm going to use for my tags. This is basically one of my fancy ways to be doing the tags, especially for this little guy. For these little guys, the regular tags that I'm going to be using, they are not going to work for these guys. I mean, I will need to like really, well, maybe they work, but they're going to be right on the shelf that it's like super short. I just don't want to be fighting with those. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to start with these guys right here. Basically toothpicks and these here. So that's it. And that works for my tags. Nothing fancy, just whatever works for you. This will go a long way. And I'm just gonna make sure that I have a good marker to start them with, and that's about it. So I am going to make all of my name tags for all of the seeds, and then I'm going to start going through them, and then I'll just show you what I have at the end. Always make sure to read the instructions, you guys. Some of these things do need cover, some of them need light, so you wouldn't cover with any soil. Okay, so I got all my flowers right here. You can see I got all my name tags here. Nothing fancy like I mentioned. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put them underneath the lights there, and I'm just going to keep them watered. Hopefully here in a week or so we'll start seeing some greens pop up. But remember, every week around Friday or Saturdays, depending how busy I am, I'll be doing some updates on all of my seedlings, vegetables, and flowers that I have going. So if you haven't subscribed, think about it, hit that button and let me know in the comments what you think. Until the next video.